So we're still working on this book, Capture Meeting Notes to SharePoint using PowerApps. And again, this is a reference for this booklet you can download for $2.99 from this address right here. It's a PDF version, but it'll help you with some of the code and things like that. And it puts everything together in a sequence for you. But if you don't want to buy the book, that's okay too. You can see all of the content in these individual videos. Just do a search for Lush, square bracket, and this number and the different numbers, and you'll find the video content for each one of these chapters. And you can kind of see, so you can pause the video for a minute, take a screenshot. But you can see, very simple, right? Pretty easy go. All right, so we've gone through edit data, delete data, save changes. Now we're here, search in your notes. Now, I may add some other chapters for some customization stuff, but let's go ahead and search in the notes, and then we'll be done. We'll have our application built. Now, I promise, if you follow these screenshots, if you just follow the pictures in that book, you'll probably be able to build this app in less than an hour with no knowledge of having ever built one before. It's not that tough. All right, so let's go ahead and search notes. So we want to put in here a search engine. So we just basically want to say right here, whoops, where's my app? All right. So we want to say we want to search this information. So we're going to add a search box here so we can search down through here, and we'll search for Fix and Evernote and things like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Sounds great. So right here, we're going to enter in, we're going to go to the gallery itself. We're going to drag down some space. So I already have plenty of space here, but what that's saying is if I need to move this down, I can drag this down, right? So I can move the gallery around, resize it, move it. But if you notice here, it does not resize the fields inside. Okay, so just realize that. Okay, if you wanted to resize those, you'd have to go in, modify, change those sizes, things like that. Okay, and then you can resize the whole gallery right here. All right, easy. And you can also move the gallery. Click on it once, get the 4, and you're good to go. Okay, now I don't know why this is off the screen. Okay, oh, because I had it blown up. Okay, so we got plenty of room. No need to do that step. We're good to go. Now we're going to insert a text input box, and we're going to just name it text search notes. So let's go ahead and input that text box. So we're not selected on the gallery. This is outside the gallery, like this guy here. He's outside the gallery, okay? And we're going to put her right in there. There it is right there. That's this engine, the search engine we're going to use. We're going to take out that text, and then we're going to put here search in notes, okay? And then we can set how big we want it, 10 for example. Looks fine. And then we want to put a clear button. You can put it enable spell check if you want, and a clear button. Okay, so far so good, right? We've got this. We got our little clear button. Doesn't do anything yet, but it looks good. All right, so we got our search box right here. We're going to rename this bad boy to search notes, and we're going to put a 2 behind it because I put text search notes, which I should have done on this one too. So text search notes. Okay, so there we go. That box, we're happy. Let's go on. So here we've gone ahead and added, and you see that I made some changes there as I annotated, as I did for you, and it's annotated again in the book. All right. Here, what I'm going to do, again, an advantage of having this as a PDF, I'm just going to copy and paste this. I'm going to just hit copy. But I want to show you a few things on this screen. First of all, this is non-delegable. So sort by columns, you could use different things like search, for example, first. But sort by columns is my favorite. It does a great job. It looks down through all of the text. But it is limited to 2,000 records. So if and you have to tweak just one setting inside of PowerApps to get it to go over 500. So if you're not going to do that, and the tweak is really easy, look at another video that I have. I'll show you if we have time at the end. But it's non-delegable, so don't exceed the 2,000 records. For me, with my notes, I always have my notes in one area, and then I put my other records, I archive them, and I dump them into another section, and then those can grow as large as you want, or there's different ways to deal with the problem. So anyways, okay, so that's that. Flow notes, this is the name of the list that you're searching through, okay? This is the name of the list. This is the name of the text input box that we did, right? And we named it, remember right here, that's this box right here, text search notes, okay? And then we're going to search for areas, columns within the SharePoint list. All right, so we're going to search, it's a text field, so it's .text, and then title and notes. And we're going to search for that. And then we're going to sort ascending on the note. So that's number 4. Again, that's the code right there. If you have the PDF for the $2.99, you can just copy that and then you just paste it. Now, does it paste on this? No, it doesn't. It pastes on the gallery because remember, when we're looking at this, and I make note of this, code for gallery search box. All right, notice we are in the gallery right here, number 2. We're in the gallery, number 3, items. So we're saying that the items that are going to appear in this gallery are going to be dependent on the variable that we put in here. Okay? So it'll only show what's in here. So if you're having a problem finding, or this shows up blank, let's just see here, for example, if I change that to flow notes 2, see how it's all red X's? That's because it doesn't know where to get the data anymore. So we need to make sure that we do that right. So this guy here, our search is txt srch notes 2, so golden there. And then we happen to have the same columns. Now notice there, you got the delegation error. So we have notes and we have title. All right, so these are the same as this gallery, so that's why. But your field, your list may be different, so you may have to change that. And then we're going to sort ascending on the note itself. So let's see if this bad boy works. So if we go in here, and we don't have Mickey Mouse anywhere else, so let's just see if we can find the mouse. Cool, huh? Yeah. Let's see if we can find fix. Awesome. Evernote. Okay, now, there we go. Looks like I wrote ever in here somewhere, but Evernote. So it picks up both of them, and boom. Now if I misspell it, it's not going to find anything, okay? And see, if I look for Lush, it's not going to find me because I'm not in there, or Joe, or whatever, okay? So the search box works great. And then you can just continue whatever action you're doing. So I could search here for Disneyland, for example. Now, I'll give you a hint. If you have, using patch, this is using what we call patch to do the save. If you have a bunch of files here and a whole bunch of information, and you make a change here, we're just going to put in a bunch of S's. We make a change. It's going to look through and find, right, because there's a change, the toggle is going to change to true and it's going to do the save according to the way we wired up the save button. What the key to remember is if I have a whole bunch of fields, it's going to take longer to save. It's just as simple as that. So using patch, you just want to make sure because it's going to go down through each one that you've made a change. If you have a 1,000 records in here and you're changing 1,000 of them and you hit save, expect it to take some time because it's got to save each record. Boom, then I go to the next one. Boop, I go to the next one. The way to avoid this problem is to create this as a link out here. You see all of the files, then you just click on it to go to an edit screen. And then inside that edit screen, you're only making changes to one file and then it's very fast. But for this, it's going to be fast. We're just going to hit go. And notice here, SSS still there. Now, if I just look for Mickey, for example, to my point earlier, and I just want to edit that. Now, this, again, it has a very limited scope of record, so it's going to save really fast. Okay? And then it changed it. So that's all there is really to save. That's the code right there. So strongly suggest you go ahead and download this, take a look for other videos on this topic. But at this point, you are good to go. You can now build your meeting notes application within PowerApps and do all of these things based on all of these videos. So have a great day and good luck.